Good chuck, you heard me?
Check out.
We help.
Let's go, gang.
We help.
Let's go.
We help.
Number 3. Number 2 shot. shot 20, Garrett. Tackle even for 20, Devon. Number 2 is on 12, Garrett. Number 3, Nathan Holmes.
Number 2, shot 20. Number 2. yards complete. Kelly's pass complete. Number 5, Monte Richards in the carry. Tackle me by number 40. Number 3, Leonard Kelly, keeps on the play, tackle me. Number 3, Leonard Kelly, keeps. Number 3, pass, 8
Because the runners position is down at the 17. First down, by 17, clock is 2 minutes.
Number 2, tackle 18. Number 3, teams have a play back on the Karr and Warren.
Inside the car, half the distance to the goal.
Number 3, Kelly, keeps in the penalty tackle by number 11, Jared Johnson. Timeout, Easton.
good, Paul. Everybody down. Hey, sit down, sit down, sit
They did everything you can. Just talk about today, and y'all should really be proud of one another because this is a great. Every team wants to be where you are, even if it is runner-up. Just talk about today's game, please.
Well, we did what we could do, and we made the plays that we could make, and we tried our best all the way to the end.
I'm really proud of the underclassmen, guys like James. Made a lot of plays, so before the orders, just wish the outcome would have been different.
So what did you see on the 2-point play at the end? What happened on that?
It was a design play. The idea was to try to catch him off guard. I guess one guy missed his block, and that's the difference between us being state champions. You know, little mistakes. So going forward, I want the other guys to fix things like that, so they can leave a legacy.
Could you maybe just kind of describe that moment right after that 2-point conversion? Because I saw you was, pretty upset. Understandable.
I was upset because 4 years I've been here, this has always been a heated game, and it just seems like the luckiest and the smallest things just seem to happen for us to lose. So I don't know. I was really upset about it. So.
Sean, I know the disappointment has to be significant, but all y'all have gone through this year, can you just talk about to get to this point in play where you can get after all y'all been through?
We've been through a lot. Had game forfeited, but a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of adversity this year, and we came to that as a team. But we didn't get the goals, we didn't get the victory, so none of that really mattered.
I guess, Coach.
But your emotions as best you can sum up. It was an unbelievable fourth quarter with the turns back and forth.
What I'm going through right now. We lost the game. We didn't win the game. I feel hurt and upset for my seniors, and that's what I'm going through right now. I'm pretty sure they probably don't want to be up here talking about it right now, but we have to do what we have to do. It's a real emotional time right now. These guys, I've been with them forever, my seniors, and they're my first set of seniors that I brought through, so I know how they are feeling right now, and I guess we're doing what we have to do, man. We lost the game, and it is what it is.
Hey Jerry, was the plan at the end? You don't see this rule a lot, but the fair catch, were y'all gonna try to fair catch and do the free kick there, or were you even aware of that rule? Or?
Yeah, we were supposed to fair catch it.
I mean, were you gonna kick it in, do the free kick thing, or no?
For with the 10 seconds left, the 4 seconds left, talking about at the end, the last play. No, I think if he would have fair called it, we would have had maybe 2 or 3 seconds left, and we would have went for the touchdown. We would have threw the pass, went for the touchdown.
And there were really a lot of pivotal moments in the game, but you had the reverse call on the 4th down call, the measurement. If you remember that one, how tough was that? Just kind of trying to get through that good point.
Yeah, before that, we got the call with the fumble, and then the 4th down call went against us, so we got one and we lost one, man. But it was the right call. I looked at it on the jumbotron, and it was the right call. His elbow came down, so it was the right call.
Do you like the instant replay?
Not in that instance, but I like it, man. It makes you get the call correct, and I think it was a good thing that they did this year having that, man, because coaches are crazy, man. But when you have that instant replay, there's no denying it. So I think it's a good thing. I don't know how they would do it throughout the entire season. to spend a lot of money on that, but I think it's a good thing.
Coach in the back, have you ever asked a player to do as much as you have a shot taking these shots?
I ask all my players to go 100% and give me everything they have. You know, it's just that a shot is a real special player. Best running back we've had at Warren Easton since I've been here, my 10 years, you know, and all my players give everything they have, but everyone is built different, you know, and the shot he's just that guy. You know, just like Cedric sitting next to me, they're just that guy, man. You know, every one of my players, every one of my coaches give 100% in everything that they do. It's just some people 100% is better than other people's 100%, if you understand what I'm saying.
Could you talk about the 2-point call at the end, the state championship on the line?
Oh man, that's my history. I'm going for the win, and you know, my players actually, that's the play that they wanted called, and you know, we did a 2-point play early on our first touchdown that worked, and we have a counter play off of that play, which is the one that we called, and it was there. Just my guy missed the block and let number 40 Drew 44 slant across his face and you know, disrupt it. But if he makes that block, you know, we get in there. But you know, like one of my coaches always said, those guys practice too, man. So and things just happen, and that's what happened.
Jerry, I'm sure it's hard right now, but can you try and sum up how this, through everything it's dealt with, to perform the way it did here tonight?
Yeah, I've been at Warren Easton for 10 years, and this class, this year has by far been the best year, the best team that I've ever been a part of. It was rough this year. You know, I'm pretty sure my players told you all about that, but you know, they never stop working. You know, and that's all you can ask, and it's upsetting and heartbreaking for my seniors that you know, we lost. Somebody had to lose. You know, but this team has been through a lot. We struggled, but we stayed together as a family. They stayed together as a team. You know, they're some team first guys. They never put no one above the team, and you know, it hurts. It hurts for them to come up short, for us to come up short. But I don't think, you know, I'm gonna try, but I don't think I can ever replicate a team like this. These kids they were brought in from day one, and they took their lumps. But they trusted the coach and they trusted the process, you know, and they got us here. You know, we made a few mistakes in the state championship. We didn't get what we wanted, but you know, they did a great job this year. I know they probably sitting on side of me talking about coaches talking crazy. They don't want to hear that, you know, but they did a great job, and you know, they're going to be successful young men, man. We just going to take this and just move on and continue doing what we do.
Questions? Coach, guys, great game. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sean.
3 titles in a row, but this was one heck of a game. Just talk about your team's performance tonight.
You know, first, hats off to Warren Easton. They played a hell of a ball game. You know, but hats off to my guys as well. You know, we played 4 quarters. It's been a while since we played a 4-quarter game like that. And when you have 5 or 6 turnovers, you're not really supposed to win a game. But, you know, players win championships, and that's the key about making plays in key moments.
I mean, 2 years ago, first time, and now 4 straight. I mean, this group that's come through here, what can you say about them continuing this, and after some of the things early this season, to be here again?
Yep, I think, you know, the schedule is why we're here. Playing Baton Rouge, Cal is playing, Curtis playing Easton in the regular season as well. You know, but you can't substitute hard work, especially when you have talent as we do. You know, that talent still has to work hard. And I think that's the key to it, is being consistent in what we do. And I think we were very inconsistent today, but in spurts we played consistent. But, you know, it's tough playing the team 6 times in 3 years. They're very familiar in what we do. We tried to change some stuff up on them, but you know, they had good leverage on some of our pass plays, and they play with good hands, and they play through the ball. But again, you know, hats off to my guys. Players make plays in championship moments.
Bryce said, state championship comes down to a 2-point conversion. Obviously, that doesn't happen often. Talk about that play, what you saw, and sort of what's going on at that point.
Well, at halftime, we talked about it might come down to a 2-point play, knowing that the first time when they ran behind Van Pran, that they were probably going to swing it out to the overloaded side with 16. That's why we overloaded Van Pran's side, knowing that they were going to force the ball over there. So we, hats off to the defensive staff. We were on top of that. And I think, that's the key moments that you talk about in coaching when you're in meetings for 8 hours and 10 hours that you're talking about alignments and leverages and stuff like that. But again, hats off to the defensive staff. We were on top of that at halftime. And, those 5 minutes of those adjustments really paid dividends in the end.
So you sort of saw that coming?
Yeah, we saw it on film with the swinging gate. I think yesterday we finished with their swinging gate yesterday, knowing that even the first time we knew they was running behind Van Pran, but it was it's all about the second play, the play after the play. You always got to stay ahead in football. But again, hats off to the special teams coaches. We met a long time on special teams about that, and we gave up a kick. Gave up onside kick recovery, but in the end, it was special teams that won the game. Catching a good snap, punting the ball, good hang time, and that put us in a good position to run the clock out.
Is that the kind of
We watched all 6 games that we played in the first time about special teams, and especially with 2-point because we know they don't kick a lot of field goals, so we knew the rollout pass was coming. We had all those leverages all charted. But again, you really don't understand how many hours it takes to beating these 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. It's about different leverages, different plays. But, just hats off to the staff getting them prepared for that.
Were these getting harder?
This one was hard enough. I think my 14 years at Karr, I think this is probably one of the toughest games we probably played in a while. I see Coach Shane in the back. We played a similar game like this back in 2010. And, these games could go either way. And it's about having a cool head in a hot game. And, you just have to, even when we gave up the touchdown, you got to line back up. You got to keep playing. You got to keep pushing.
I guess.
Let's talk about when you're going against a team like that you know is run-oriented. What gave y'all so many problems with them running the ball, knowing that two get the ball most of the time?
They know our defense inside and out. So we tried some different leverages, playing the eagle front, playing a split 40, playing some stack, moving them up around a little bit. But we knew they were trying to run behind Van Pran in the A-gap. So we did some movement. Tajee Hill, Kendrick Rogers played their butts off tonight. But listen, that's a special talent over there. You don't see a running back like that every week. We can't even simulate that at practice. He run through so many on tackles, and I think that was the key in the second half. Slowing them down a little bit in the fourth quarter really gave us momentum. So we picked them in 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, made them forced to throw the ball. So we knew 9 routes was coming on that particular play. We was in cover 3. The defensive back, Jacob Levi's, did a good job staying on top.
What did that just kind of mean to you as a player to leave a 4th straight?
It's a blessing. Since I got here, I just been learning a lot. And, just been doing my job and listening to my coaches. I want to give a shout out to my coaches, the players too that got my back. And all we preach is just finish, play hard, play smart, and play together. That's what we did.
Bryce, what are you going to remember about this senior class and just what they got accomplished?
This senior class, that's why I have some gray hairs in my beard now. This senior class. But that's the good thing about coaching high school football, that they do give you the gray hairs. But, proud of these guys, when you lose a class like we lost last year, signing 13 guys, and the year before that we signed 11, and the year before that we signed 13, it's hard to keep replacing these guys. And I think, even the student body, coming out supporting us how we did, it's getting even more difficult. But the motivation stays the same because the classes keep changing, because the leadership changes, the faces change. Sitting right here in front of you guys, I can remember when Skylar was up here. I can remember when all of them was up here, and now Leonard is up here, and Destin and Aaron. They still have years to play. Aaron 2 more years, and Destin with 1 more year left after this. It's special to see these guys leave their legacy the way that they've left it.
Destin, talk about the interception that put cut y'all a little 2 possessions. That was a big momentum shift in the game. Let's talk about what you saw. Was it something you seen on film? Let's talk about that play and how that impacted the game.
Yeah, that's just all book work. Just watching film every day and just going over it and repeating the same thing watching film.
I know you made some big plays in this game, but they were able to get it from you a couple times, just stripping it from you. But how were you able to just kind of keep fighting through and keep battling it and trying to make plays for your team?
That's all we just do at practice. We just fight, keep going. You mess up on it, coach gonna get you back to, gonna get it right back to you. I just make that play.
Being a sophomore, how much pressure is it to try to keep this thing going? Like,
Nah, it ain't no pressure. It's just that I'm playing with my team. I don't got no pressure on me. Like, it's just automatic. Just have my brothers back, they're gonna have my back, just like I had this game.
Let him just describe what this feels like right now, how special this feels to go out like that.
Seeing the senior class last year and the year before that, going out with a W in the state championship as a senior year, just feels special. Doing it 2 years in a row as a starter. So, like I said again, I want to give a shout out to especially Coach Bryce for teaching me everything that I needed to know that I know now. And, it just finished.
From your end, what is special about Coach Bryant?
What's special about him?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of things. One, he care about his kids, make sure they're straight, help you, anything you need, he help you, and he got your back at all times. You keep it like that, he got your back, respect him, and, he's a cool dude.
Coach Bryce, a lot of rumors floating around, if you was to win 4 in a row, this could be your last game coaching at Karr. What's your response to the rumors, and could this be your last game at Karr?
You know what? I really haven't thought about it yet. I was well aware of the rumors that's out, but just focusing on closing this senior class out. We got signing day next week. You never know what's yet to come. But either way, the program is in good hands. I was taught a long time ago to try to leave it better than you found it, and I think that's what we've done. I have great administration behind me. Dr. Johnson there supports me 100%. I can't tell you how much he supports me and the vision of what we have. Some days we that late because we're trying to put academics first. We're still trying to, try to break that mold of, football players or the dumb jocks. So what we do? We do study hall every day. We try to do different things because with so much social media, so much TV, just like you're saying with the rumors and all of that, you could get caught up into that. But I think the key is to just stay fast and trust the process and whatever your process may be. If this was my last game, trust that process. If it's not, you got to trust that. You got to put God first in this thing. And just sharing something with y'all. The coaches, we did a fast. We started a fast for the entire playoffs from sun up to sundown. Focusing on praying and keeping our ducks in a row and keeping our priorities straight. And I think, when kids see stuff like that, they get a sense of more value stuff. When it's just not about ball. I think, and that's what we talk about as a staff meeting. Try to leave it better than what we found it, and try to stay grounded in what we are. What we are right now, we're in the Superdome, so this is what we are, so this is what we focus on. Monday, no telling what we'll be. Tuesday, no telling what we'll be. You got to keep waking up every day, and you just got to keep fighting.
Bryce, when you think back to your first 3 games coaching at Karr, those
0-3.
And to where you are now, just kind of put that in perspective for him.
You really don't have time to think about it. When you're playing so many games, you're handling so many situations with kids, going through family trouble, or if it's something that needs your attention, you rarely have the opportunity to sit down and reflect, because once you finish up with that situation, you on the football. So because at the end of the day, we still got to win the football game, because that's what our fans and that's what our student body and that's what our community expect. But at the same time, it takes away from it a little bit because you celebrate the wins very shortly. I think, and Leonard will tell you this, you got to pass the torch to the next quarterback, and it'll be celebrated very shortly, and then it'll be moved on. So the next person going to go on the next kid. and the next process is going to start for the next individual, the next safety, the next Jamie Vance, the next Joe Thomas, the next Leonard Kelly. So for coaches, you rarely have time to self-reflect on yourself. You always thinking about somebody else, how to get somebody else better.
Leonard, what was this like for you, following in the footsteps of Alden? What was this like for you, just following in the footsteps of Alden and Skyler and just being kind of that next quarterback in line?
Following in their footsteps, it was just being yourself. That was basically it, just being yourself, and don't worry about them. The things that they did was good, but you just got to be yourself and do your job. And that's what Coach Bryce taught me, and I just finished strong. And that's what he said: finish and do you.
Last question. Okay, Coach, I got last question. You've got an obvious bond with your kids that's very impressive. But when you mentioned about the gray hair in your beard, the two gentlemen to your left, solemn face, but the young man to your right, looked like he was laughing at you, and I was wondering why.
Yeah, because they mess with me about the gray hairs in my beard. At first, I was in the beginning of the season, I was trying to clip them off, and then once they noticed them, I just let it go.
Coach, players, congratulations.
Thank you.
Four-time state champions.